Was good, Bocklers? Holy shit. So today, I'm here to talk about the 6-4 win Chelsea just had against Sydney Wanderers, or whatever that team is called. I don't even know, but we faced Sydney. I'm pretty sure they got relegated in the Australian League, which is isn't Sydney supposed to be like the big city in Australia? I want to start this video off with saying, do you guys know that sentiment where people will jokingly say oh, would you rather have this player or a random kid off of the street of London? Or would you rather have this player or R9, but right now? Right now R9, the 50-year-old, 300-pound R9. Who would you rather? It's supposed to be kind of a joke to signify how shit a player is. We just saw that. We just saw that today. I saw Liam Delap get outplayed by eight 16-year-old English kids off the street of London. I saw Liam Delap get outplayed by a random ass 17-year-old kid came from Kazakhstan. I just saw Liam Delap get outplayed. I'm going to say that one more time. And they're on the same team. They have the same chances, playing with the same players. And Liam Delap is going to play for our first team. He won't play for Chelsea. If he plays for Chelsea, I don't know what's wrong with our club. All right? He's not playing for Chelsea. He's going to go to a different club. He's going to be on the first team. He's going to either start every game, or he's going to start most games, or he's going to participate in some way. He just lost to a player who he performed worse than a player who is probably going to go to Strasbourg and be the striker at Strasbourg, a team that's 10th in Liga. I want to put that perspective, and then even worse, because Liam Delap, he's 23 years old? It's a little bit more yes. At this point, bro, you're not a wonder kid anymore, okay? You got to start actually playing well. It can't just all be about potential. I think he's 22, 23 years old. So it's a bit he could grow into something, maybe, Maybe he could be a decent striker, maybe not Ollie Watkins, because Ollie Watkins in his prime was actually pretty good, but maybe his prime is Ollie Watkins right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's where he could be. But Tosin looked even worse. He was at fault for 2 out of the 4 goals that we conceded today. He looked even worse, and he's 28. He's a grown-ass man. A player is shit when the reason they're still at the club is because they're funny. That's how you know a player is fucking horrible. Because the only reason he's still at that club is because Cole Palmer likes him. That's literally the only reason he's still at this club. I'm so serious. Benoit Badiashile is linked to a move out. Chalaba is linked to a move out. Disasi is linked to a move out. All three of these center backs are linked to a move out. Guess who's not? Tosin Adarabioyo. Holy shit. All right, let's actually talk about the game now, because there's some extremely positive things to say and some negative things to say. Start at the beginning of the match. Look at the lineup. It's all the youth players plus Dario Sugo plus a couple other players. I just want to highlight some of the positives here. Dario Sugo, fantastic game. Honestly, the midfield of Reggie Watson and Dario Sugo was fantastic today. Reggie Watson looked insane. I was shocked by how good he looked today. I was so surprised. He was fantastic. Dario Sugo, obviously, he got the second goal, but even before that, he was making some great tackles. He was looking really good. I'm pretty sure Caicedo did not play today, but he reminded me a lot of Caicedo. But honestly, Caicedo, but playing a bit more forward. So he's not better than Caicedo. He's not even close. But the play style is very similar. And if he can stay fit, he's going to be a great player this season. If he can stay fit, that's the problem. Because last season, I don't even think he played a game. I think he played one game, and he got 2 assists in 20 minutes or something like that. I forgot which game last season, but he barely played at all because he was injured the entire time. So as long as he can stay injury free, and I'm pretty sure he played like most of the game today. I don't remember if he didn't stay on, but he played until the 64th minute, which is pretty decent, right? As long as he can keep playing, I'm fine. Like he's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. Yeah, Reggie Watson. I did not know who this guy was at all. I saw him on the team sheet. There's a couple youth players I knew. I knew Sapov. I knew Reggie Walsh. I knew Reggie Walsh. I knew Kevin McQueen. I knew Eminaldo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. God, I sound so American, don't I? I knew Achampong, obviously. Like, I knew some of them, but Subol, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the center back, didn't know him. And then Reggie Watson, I had no clue who he was, but he impressed me so much. And he must have impressed Xabi Alonso too, because he stayed on for the full 90 minutes, I'm pretty sure. He stayed on for the full 90, and he's 16 years old. 16 years old, and he looked insane. He looked like a veteran defensive midfielder. He was making incredible tackles. And now, he was kind of at fault for one of the goals that we conceded. Okay, he's not perfect, obviously. But if I'm just looking at the talent that he has, looking at the talent that he offered today, he looked insane. Looked insane. Imanalo also looked fucking disgusting. He looked really, really good. Kevin McQueen, he looked pretty good. He had some good final third. I'll just say that. He looked really, really good. And honestly, the first 5 minutes of the game, I almost shed a tear because the style of football that we were playing, if I was going to see that for all 38 games of the Premier League plus competitions, I probably would have cried. I probably will cry. If we see football like that for the next 38 games of the Premier League, plus all the friendlies, plus all the club competitions, I will cry my eyes out because that was fucking beautiful. That was some of the beautiful football I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but it was really, really fun to watch. Plus, we were kind of dominating, kind of. So yeah, that was incredible to see. Yeah, Imanaldo, fantastic. Kevin McQueen, really, really good. Sapov, I don't even know how you pronounce his name, but the Kazakhstani 17-year-old, oh my god, bro, unplayable today. He was fucking insane. Reggie Walsh too. So good. I think he had a goal and assist. Or no, not Reggie Walsh. Sapov maybe? I know he had a goal. First off, the finish that he had was insane. You know how many times I saw last season Liam Delap or João Pedro or Mark Gui or whatever hesitate when they got to the goal, and just to see him run out. Like, when I saw him like coming to the outside a bit, I was like, all right, the goal's done. Just pass it back. And then he shot that shit. Top corner. Oh my god, I freaked out. We haven't had a striker like that in so long, I feel like. Like João Pedro, I love João Pedro. We're going to talk about João Pedro later. João Pedro doesn't score like that. He doesn't. He literally doesn't. Now, again, he's still young. I'm not going to say he's the fucking future or whatever. Plus, we didn't even have Imego or Giovanni Quenda, who I think are both have a lot of potential, right? João Pedro's not finishing that. Okay, that's all I want to say. João Pedro's not finished. I'm not saying he's better than João Pedro. I'm not saying anything like that. But right now, Sapov, it looks like he's the best finisher we got. Okay. Maybe I feel like he's the most ruthless finisher we got. Now, he is probably going to go on loan, which I'm fine with. I really doubt, like, if we are going to get Danny Welbeck, and if we get João Pedro, Danny Welbeck, and then let's say Imega, and those are our three strikers, unless we're going to try to play a two-striker system, or João Pedro's going to play Cam a lot, I don't see him staying at the club. And if he does stay at the club, I don't even see him getting that much minutes. So I would rather just send him on loan, get him minutes, Strasbourg, whatever team, get him minutes. And yeah, I am totally fine with that. Especially if like next season he comes back and we have Champions League football or Europa League football or whatever, and he can play a lot more. I would be so fine with that. Who else was looking really? I think that Charmin Lowe looked decent. I think he looked pretty good. He looked kind of comfortable. Again, we did concede 3 goals when he was on the pitch. I'm pretty sure we conceded 3 goals. So, that's definitely not good, but I'm not looking at him at those mistakes. He kind of did make a couple of mistakes, but overall, he was making some good saves. I thought he was decent. He's 22, Zion Suzuki's 23 and he looks fucking incredible. But, what are you really going to ask from a 22-year-old? You know what I mean? Plus, he's not even, he won't get a lick of playing time. He will probably either be third choice keeper or he'll go and just play at Strasbourg or something. Or no, I think actually it literally got linked. Philip Jorgensen is going to go play at Strasbourg. So I don't know what's happening with him. I mean, thank God. I don't want to see him in a Chelsea shirt ever again in my entire life. But, I mean, go do your thing at Strasbourg. Okay. Maybe I should talk about, also we had 2 other youth players come on. We had Omari Kellyman. Looked good. He looked good in his 15 minutes. I don't know why he got subbed out again. I think you could have saved like Estevao. I don't even know. You could have saved like one of the attackers or maybe Cole Palmer or something. I don't know. But then we also subbed on this other dude who I cannot remember the name for the life of me. But it looked like a spell. It looked like a fucking spell. I've never seen that shit in my entire life. Great game by him. He played really, really well. Pretty sure he got an assist for, maybe he didn't get the assist, but he had like a run where he like started from like the halfway line and it was like all the way to the box. And he was just like an insane run by him. So he played really, really well today. And he actually played till the full 90 minutes. But then, hold on. Before I even get to it, I know I'm fucking all over the place, but I just watched the game. Let me talk about some of the negatives. Tosin, horrible game. Not Chalaba. Liam Delap, fucking horrible game. I actually named this is just kind of mean or whatever, but whatever. I named my fucking fantasy team after him. My fantasy team is called Liam the Fat FC, okay? Like, that's just what my fantasy team's looking like right now. Liam Delap, horrible game. Achampong, decent game, but he made a lot of mistakes. And then, like, just looking at the defense needs a lot of work. I know we don't have Lacroix back. I know this isn't, like, a perfect defense that we wanted. All right? And honestly, Palestra, Levi Colwell, and Wesley Fofana, all 3 of them looked good when they came on. I think all 3 of them looked good. So, if we just start those 3, I know Palestra's going to play wingback, but if we start 2 of those players, and then we also have Lacroix, who's going to be our center back, I'm fine. I'm totally fine with that being our defense, but defense was our biggest issue. Plus, I do think we need another goalkeeper. I'm fine with either selling Robert Sanchez or putting someone on loan, but I think we need like a really good keeper, because I think is going to be our downfall this season. I really think. Okay, I don't think this is going to happen. This is way too early to say, and I'm not saying this because of a result. But let's say we do make a title charge. Let's just say, maybe like our entire team is refreshed because none of them went to the World Cup, and, we're not playing 1 game a week and all this other stuff, and we make a title charge. The difference between a title is whether we have a good goalkeeper in net or we have Robert Sanchez. And I like Mike Penders, but Mike Penders is like 20 years old. Okay, are we really going to start a 20-year-old in net? We're one of the biggest teams in the world, one of the biggest teams in England. And we're going to start Mike Penders, a 20-year-old in net. I love Mike Penders. Mike Penders was insane at Strasbourg. But he's 20 fucking years old. I don't want him to start a net. I don't want to do that to him. I think it's a horrible idea. But you know what? If it works out, it works out. It's fine. But then, actually, here's the next part. This is like the turning table. The tables are turned. We get the subs. We get the real subs, okay? We put the fucking Avengers on, all right? We put the Power Rangers on the pitch, okay? Cole Palmer, João Pedro, Estevao, Marco Palestra, Wesley Fofana, Levi Colwell, Robert Sanchez. Trying to remember who else. I think that's it. No Enzo, no Caicedo. It's not a full starting team. Plus, we haven't signed really a left back. Jarrell Hato's not there. Mamadou Sarr is not there. Well, Mamadou Sarr wasn't going to start to begin with. Mamadou Sarr is not there. And they look fucking incredible. Now, I will say, you can obviously tell they're goofing around. Like, I saw that one part where, first off, we're going to talk about João Pedro, because holy, what a game. 30 minutes left on the clock. Or like 10 minutes left on the clock. It was tied up, I'm pretty sure. Was it? Yeah. Or no. It was 5-4. Estevao hits, he converts his body into a pretzel, traps the ball perfectly, passes it to Palestra, who had a great game today. We will talk about him as well. Then Palestra proceeds to flip-flap, pass the ball in, corner. Off that corner, we score the goal. And that just happened on a regular basis when all those players were out there. You could just see the players just goofing off. They had absolutely no worry in the world. Now, will that be our downfall next season? Please don't be. Please, please, please do not be our downfall next season. Please don't let these players get overconfident. But honestly, I'm looking at that and I'm saying the future is looking bright. Cole Palmer didn't have a great game today. I'm going to be honest. I'm still a bit worried. I'm still a bit iffy. Not a great game. But he made that absolutely incredible pass to João Pedro. That shit was pinpoint. Fantastic pass to João Pedro. João Pedro gets the ball, traps it, scores. Easy willy nilly dilly billy billy. Fantastic goal from him. Estevao looked good, looked a bit selfish, I will say. I didn't really like that from him. He looked a bit selfish. But still, great game. Palestra. I can see why this is the most fouled guy in the fucking Serie A. Why he got fouled the most. Because this dude is good. Okay, he looked really, really good. Now, we're going to have to see how he does in the Prem. Because in the Prem, it's way different from Sydney Wanderers or whatever they're called. But he looked pretty good here today. Oh, Jamie Gins. I completely forgot to talk about Jamie Gins. Now, I am not going to say anything kind about Jamie Gins. Even though he had probably, besides João Pedro, the best game out of all the subs. Reggie Watson, like, overall, probably had the best game. Like, if I had to do a ranking, it's probably João Pedro number 1 and Reggie Watson number 2. Because João Pedro obviously got the 4 GA. Reggie Watson just looked insane. Like, he looked like a 28-year-old vet at 16 fucking years old. But whatever. After that, number 3 would probably be Dario Suyo. But then number 4 would be Jamie Gins. Because Jamie Gins looked insane today. He looked really, really good. Now, but the reason I'm saying this, that I'm not going to say anything kind, is because I've seen this performance before. You know where I've seen it? Charlton and Hull and the championship teams that we faced in the club competitions and Lincoln. I've seen this performance before, okay? I'm not expecting anything new. He's going to come to the Prem. He's going to drop a 5.8, get subbed off in the 55th minute. Giovanni Quinta's going to get subbed in, and then Giovanni Quinta's going to score like a brace or some shit. I can already see what the Fulham game is going to look like, okay? I can already see what it's going to look like. I know everyone's, oh my God, Jamie Gins, he's scoring in the closed door friendlies, and he's scoring here, and he's doing whatever, he's getting assists or whatever. We know what we saw last season, okay? I know what I saw. I still see the very, very slow dribbling. His dribbling is so slow. That needs to be fixed. Pace is horrible. His goal threat is not there, even though he scored today. Goal threat's not there. I'm worried. I'm worried about him because I don't think he has the physicality for the Premier League. I think in a different league he could thrive. I think in La Liga he would play well. Bundesliga he was insane. But I really think this is, and I don't think he's I know he's 21 or 22 years old. I don't think he has that high potential. I think he's kind of at his ceiling right now. So, I mean, we'll definitely see. If Jamie Gins plays fantastically well and is the fucking GOAT and plays like prime Messi next season, I will take back all my words and I will literally give Jamie Gins head. If he came to my house right now, I would give him head. Well, not right now, but like, let's say he played like prime Messi, I would give him head. But I know that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to state the obvious and state what I think is going to happen, what it probably will happen, because I watch his team. And what's probably going to happen is he's going to have an underwhelming season like last year, even though he was very injury prone as well. I mean, last thing I want to say, I'll just touch on the transfer information for a bit. Never mind. João Pedro. First off, let me just say, everyone who was doubting him, saying, bro, Chelsea needs to get an out-and-out 9. Chelsea needs to buy this guy. Chelsea needs to buy Osimhen. I would fucking love Osimhen. Osimhen is one of my favorite players in the world. I would love him at my club. We don't need to buy anybody as striker. I'm fine with Danny Welbeck for the experience or whatever. João Pedro is the number 9. I don't care if Liam Delap has it. I don't care how he plays. Oh, he plays as a playmaking 10. He can't be your out-and-out number 9. João Pedro is my out-and-out number 9. I don't give a fuck. If you go to Arsenal, and Arsenal are the best team in the Prem right now. I know I didn't predict them to be that by the end of the season, but everyone knows they're the best team in the Prem. Who's their best striker? It's not Gyökeres, who's their out-and-out number 9. It's Kai Havertz. Every time Kai Havertz plays over Gyökeres, they look better. Infinitely better. I don't care. Even when Kai Havertz and Gyökeres play together, they look better. Kai Havertz low-key underrated right now. I'm not, obviously I hate Arsenal. But Kai Havertz low-key underrated right now. Because people just think he's like shit for whatever reason. Especially Chelsea fans because he used to play for our club. But then we made our money back, so it didn't really matter that much. Fucking idiots. But Kai Havertz, honestly, and probably besides Saka and maybe Vinny and Solis, maybe. I don't know. I've never watched Solis in my life. Kai Havertz might be their second best attacker behind Saka. So he's not a number 9. And people say, oh, Arsenal needs to go buy a number 9. I think Kai Havertz is fine. And then you bring that to Chelsea. João Pedro, bro, you're good. It's good. Just try João Pedro. He scored a hat trick in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, he scored a hat trick. And got an assist. And did you see the dribbling he was doing? Oh my God, he was fucking nasty. So he just curved that ball around the dude. Dancing in and out of players. I don't care if it's the fucking second division of Australian football, bro. I don't give a fuck. This guy looked like Neymar, bro. This guy looked like Neymar. How can you not call him up for the Brazil national team, bro? You know what Neymar did, bro? Neymar played for like 20 minutes, scored 1 pen, and is retired from international football. He did fucking nothing. Lost to Norway, fucking head ass. Dumbass shit. Lost to Norway. And I think the reason is honestly Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti has the same mindset that Enzo Maresca did, where Enzo Maresca thought, oh, he's not a striker that's going to score 20, 30 goals a season. He'll only score like 5 or 10, but he does stuff on the ball and off the ball that's important for the team. And then, I can't believe I'm saying this, Liam Rosignor unlocked him. Callum McFart unlocked him. And now Xabi Alonso, he's opening him up to the masses. And he's showing this is the João Pedro that we got. Don't clip this, by the way, if he turns out to be shit. He won't. But just in case he turns out to be shit, don't go back to this video, okay? Because I'm definitely going to look like a fucking idiot. And, I mean, for the sake of my Premier League team, my fantasy draft, I need João Pedro to play well, okay? I need João Pedro to play well. I just did a draft with a couple of my friends, and I drafted João Pedro as my first overall pick. I know that might be crazy. I drafted him as my first overall pick. Everyone was like, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, I went last, so like, what am I going to do? Like, oh yeah, if I could have picked Erling Haaland, I would have, okay? If I picked Erling Haaland, I would have. Drafted him. So he needs to be good for the sake of my team. He needs to be good. By the way, I also drafted a Drell Hato. So Drell Hato can like bag in like a couple assists or something or goals. Like that would be really, really cool. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the video. What an amount of time to talk about a fucking preseason match. Thank you guys for watching. I will do a review for our next preseason match. I think it's, what is it, Juventus? Or no, I think we have another game in Australia or Asia or something like that. I know we have another game, but I know we also play Juventus and Spurs on as like a couple of our preseason. And then obviously I will try to do as many game reviews of Chelsea, Napoli, and PSG games. For some reason, in America, nobody wants to show Napoli preseason games, so I'm just not going to be able to watch them. And then PSG, I think our first one's actually against Man United, which that one's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for that game because we're gonna fucking demolish them. We're going to destroy them. So I can't wait for that. But I will see you guys later. In conclusion, Liam Delap shit, Imanaldo the truth, Watson the GOAT, and João Pedro, I need you to be my husband.